Hello. Today is March 11th, which is Wednesday. And, I've been wanting to do like weekly vlogs like everyone else, but I can't. I always want to like start on Monday so that they go to like Sunday, right? And you know what? I'm just going to start now, today, because that's when I want to start. So I wanted to vlog this weekend, and I'm just like out of the habit of any kind of videos. Just realized that my ukulele is on my desk, and it's probably like vibrating sounds from me talking. So let's move the hole over there. So yeah, I'm enjoying weekly vlogs so much lately. And so I'm like, I'm gonna get in on this. And yeah, my hair isn't always the cutest and I don't have makeup on half the time. But you know what? That's just me. It's who I am. And I feel like I can fill a void. I don't think it's a void, but I can add to that part of BookTube that just doesn't have time for makeup. So, not that I don't like makeup. And I mean, I like makeup, but I usually just am too lazy to put it on. That's, So let's talk about my reading lately. Two of the books that I'm all of the books that I'm actively reading are not in here. So let's go for a walk, shall we? Just spin. Hi, Storm. So the book that I have been reading for on my lunch the past few days is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, and I'm very enjoying it so far. I like what he is doing with, I guess, kind of the world in this book, like the way he's expanding on it. I am enjoying that. I'm just gonna also grab my journals and put them by my desk because I need to do some journaling today. My brain needs it. Yeah, I was going to edit a video while I wait for Chris to get home from work, but apparently I have to render it. I'm not loving this Fillmore update. See, this is why I need to vlog, because I'm just talking about everything and off topic. So I've been reading Thunderhead. I'm about 200 pages into that. Let's get back on target here. And it's good so far. My read for middle grade March right now is Andersen's Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. And there's 19 stories in here, and I'm on chapter 4. My hair's staticky, I just noticed. And I'm liking it so far. This also is for the Unread Shelf Project. This is my book that I've had on my shelf the longest. And not that I can say that this is the longest, but I have no memory of where or when I got this book. I just had to have a little water break, but I feel like I might cough again. But yeah, so I'm using this to count for my oldest book, because I know I've had this probably since before I got married. So that's a long time already. So there's that. I'm also reading Anne of the Island for the Anne Along, and this is going swimmingly. Hello? Are you trying to get in the closet? You have to see this. Hi, can I help you? Are you trying to get in? Oh, how sad. Rogue's here too. Okay, but yeah, anyways, as I was saying. So it's those two. Those are my two before bed reads. I'm gonna try to finish up Andersen's Fairy Tales first because it's shorter, and I know I love Anne, so I rip through that no problem. I'm just gonna hang up some earrings that were lying around. Doing some tidying up. Ah, kitty. You know you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be on the bed. I know you'll love it here, though. I don't even know why I have cats, because their hair just gets in my nose and makes it itchy all the time. Anyways, so we're in my office again. So those are like books that I'm actively reading, but I'm like reading 10 books on Goodreads. So shall I tell you about all of them? I'm also reading Preparing for Easter by C.S. Lewis, which is like a devotional study that starts on Ash Wednesday and goes to Easter Sunday. So at least I know when I'm going to finish that book. And there have been a few days already when I've already missed the reading, but you know what? I'm just letting it be, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'll read this book again, and I'll read them next time maybe. So, moving to my TBR shelf. This is my TBR shelf. Like my... How to hold this? There we go. This is my immediate TBR shelf, this cube. And quite a few of these books I've already started. Most of these. No, like these. So not most of them. Anyways, shall we speak of them? So I have my books for middle grade March in here. But I have started reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am not very far, comparatively, into that. Where to put these? Oh, my ribs. I've been having issues with my ribs. I've already been to the chiropractor, but I need to go again. Test of the D'Urbervilles have not really gotten 30% in and have not really picked it up. And I want to finish it. The Next Right Thing by Emily P. Freeman. Definitely, I'm enjoying this one. This was like my daily read, which I've replaced with Preparing for Easter. But I would like to finish this yet before Easter. So, we'll see. Shine by the Newsboys, which I started in July. I need to finish before July. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and then I'm listening to A Study in Scarlet for my audiobook. And what is the last book? How to Lead When You're Not in Charge, which I'm, for some reason, like, I'm not enjoying it, I guess, but I don't know why. I just don't want to read it. So, those are the 10 books that I am reading. I'm gonna go heat up my rice bag, put it on my back for a little bit before Chris gets home. Hello, I'm vlogging from my bed. I have been struggling. Did I mention this yesterday? Not sure. I've been struggling with a rib that's popping out and it hurts a lot. I'm going to the chiropractor tomorrow. So hopefully he can put it back, at least for the weekend. I went last week already and it helped until yesterday. And then yesterday it started hurting again. Today it hurts a lot. So I took an Advil. I have a heating pack on my back. And yeah, so I have a cup of tea. This is like hard. I have a cup of tea. Cute. Sleepy time. My fave. Oh, hang on. I was going to put my tea down on top of the books. I was going to show you what I'm going to read. I'm going to read a little bit of Andersen's Fairy Tales. Until I get bored. Then I'm going to switch to Anne, which I will not get bored of. You know? So that's my plan for now, the rest of the evening. It's like almost my bedtime anyways. So yeah, maybe I'll just call it a night early. Yeah, we went for supper with my mom and my brothers and my sister-in-law. We went to go get Chinese food and it was very good. And then my brother got this game called Drop Mix, which is kind of weird. It's like these cards with little chips in them, and then there's this board like electronic board. You put the cards on the board and it like takes samples of different parts of songs, like the drum track or the guitar or the vocals, and then you're like layering up all these different songs, and it's really weird, but it was very fun. We did get some cool mixes out of that, so that was fun. But yeah, I'm gonna read now. So that's been my evening. I also went to the gas station. Very exciting. Hey guys, check out my dirty kitchen. Where's my hand? There it is. Look at that. It's Monday, 6 o'clock. Just got back from the grocery store, which, oh my gosh, okay, like, can we talk about this weekend? I am feeling very overwhelmed. I'm feeling stressed out because I'm an emotional sponge and I absorb everyone else's emotions. So the general panic of the public is what I'm trying to fight. When I'm at home by myself, it's just me and Chris. It's great. We were by ourselves all weekend. It was great. We didn't leave our house at all. Like, this social distancing is like what we live for, right? So this is fine with us. It did feel weird to not go to church. So basically what happened, I feel like Friday everything went nuts. I was supposed to be on the worship team all weekend. I was supposed to direct choir on Saturday, and then I was supposed to be singing on the mics on Sunday. And then things just like started happening all day, and I was gonna be on mics for one of my friends. I'm friends with everyone, but like one of the ladies, she was supposed to be on mics. She was scheduled for it, but then she asked if I could cover for her on Sunday because her son had a hockey tournament. And so I said, sure, but then hockey got canceled. So then she's like, I can still do it if you want. And I was like, well, we can talk about that on Saturday. And then they canceled choir on Saturday, mostly because of numbers, but I think also maybe partly to do with the pandemic. And then all of a sudden I just started getting all these emails. Can you sing on mic so we have more people on Saturday? Oh, we don't need that. Everything's canceled. We're not having, and then it ended up at the end of the day, we're not having services at church, and we're just gonna have a live stream on Sunday morning. And I was like, what? Like, whatever. So that was crazy. And Friday night I went to the movies with my friends. We had been planning to go the week before. Bad weather, bad roads kept us home. So we were going to go this Friday. And then all of this happened, and we were like, well, we still went. And there was like no one at the theater. And it was actually really nice. Chris is home from work. Hello. It's like way later. Chris got home from work, and so I started to make supper because we were hungry. And yeah, so it's been an evening. I'm sure a lot of you also, we're just, yeah, I talked about it already, how I'm an emotional sponge. So I've just been, like, I just want to shut down, is what I want to do. So I went for a little walk after supper, and that helped. Except it smelled like skunk outside, so that wasn't nice. I live on the outskirts of town in a farming community, so skunks, it's cool. Anyways, I was saying before, I went to the movies with my friends. So there was the three of us and then a couple in the movie. We went to go see Emma, which I loved it. I was just absolutely in love with it. If I was going to make a Jane Austen movie, it would look and feel like that, because I find Jane Austen deeply hilarious, and it was so funny. The actress Miranda Hart, she plays Miss Bates. If you're in the UK, you probably know about Miranda Hart. And my one friend, she she's like super into watching like British game shows and comedy shows on YouTube, and so she found Miranda Hart, and then she got us hooked on Miranda and like her sitcom, and we all just love her. And so a big draw for us to go see Emma was because never mind the fact that we all love Jane Austen, but that we also all love Miranda Hart. So when she came on the screen as Miss Bates, we were all just crying, like, and we laughed so much, and it was just so nice to just be distracted for 2 hours and to not think about what was happening in the world outside. So it was really nice. Yeah, it was good. And there was just like hardly anyone at the theater. Like we pulled up and there were like maybe 15, 20 tops, 20 other cars. Like that maybe is a stretch even. Like there was just people are staying home, which is good. But yeah, so that was like my Friday, which was good. And then Saturday, me and Chris, we stayed home all day, and it was really nice to just be inside with my favorite person and our cats, and to not think about things. I did a lot of reading. I read like 200 pages of Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. The book is over there behind me. Why is my voice going? Whatever. Yeah. So I read that and I like almost finished it. And then we've been watching The Great Pottery Throwdown on YouTube, which is like The Great British Bake Off and the sewing. Apparently I need to empty out my phone because it just got full. Anyways, I was saying like The Great British Bake Off, or there's a sewing bee as well. Is that what it's called? Anyways, so the show is awesome. If you like pottery or like anything creative, it's super interesting. And like the best thing about it is how the contestants aren't really like super competitive with each other. Like they're building each other up and they're helping each other when they have extra time, and it's just super awesome. So we love it. So we found the show, watched season 2, and now we just finished watching season 1. So, but yeah, that was basically like our Saturday, and our Sunday was watching that show, reading. I finished reading Thunderhead on Sunday. What else did I do? I don't know. We watched like more YouTube videos and stuff like that. Oh, I started a crochet granny stripe blanket. And on Saturday, Chris started crocheting a blanket. It was very cute. He's been wanting to, he learned how to crochet when he was a kid, and hasn't done it for years. And so he wanted me to help him refresh his memory because he wanted to make a blanket to have in his car when it's cold. So he started that. He's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job so far, actually. Anyways, so yeah, that was like our weekend. And today I went to work and it was weird. I couldn't really focus on my audiobook. I couldn't really focus on like anything. I just felt so distracted. And so I ended up putting YouTube videos on because at least that, like, I don't know, it kind of helped me, I guess, to not think about just stress and worry. So yeah. And then I went to the grocery store after work, and that was just like bananas. Like, there were 4 bags in the frozen vegetables section. Like, it was cleaned out. There was not a lot of fresh meat. I wanted to buy chicken. There was like no chicken, so I did not buy chicken. But like, other than that, it was okay. The produce section was a little bit thin. The bread shelves were very sparse, but other than that, it was okay. I cleaned them out of Bengal spice tea because that's Chris's favorite. And last time I went shopping, there was none. So when I saw it today, I was like, yes, I will buy 6 boxes, please. So I did. And yeah, I made supper, went for a walk. Now I'm just uploading my February wrap-up. Today is March 16th. I've been having issues with Filmora again. I downloaded their update, and even though I render it, it just is like so like jumpy and skippy, and like it gets stuck in like this little like audio loop, and it's very annoying, and it's hard to edit like that. So I don't know. So anyways, it took me like a week and a half to get my February wrap up edited. So yeah, anyways, and now I'm rendering, I think it's my Q1 book haul. I think that's the video that I'm rendering. I just dumped the files in there. I don't know what they are. And I'm uploading my video. So like, doing the 2 things at the same time maybe isn't smart. My computer kind of sucks. So Storm is here. She is hogging my whole desk. Oh, she's leaving now. Good. Yeah, I'm just updating my book journal. Today at lunch I was reading, I have it here even. I was reading Anderson's fairy tales, and so the one I was reading is The Snow Queen, which is apparently an epoch, like it's enormous. There's like 7 parts. So I got up to part, I don't know what part I'm on. I'm part 4 out of 7. But yeah, so I might read a little bit more of this tonight. It's already 9:30, and I'm feeling very tired, like just worn out, so I might just go to bed early and read Anne of Green Gables, Anne of the Island. So yeah, that's kind of how things are at. It's a very interesting reading vlog. I did not like film any clips this weekend. I was just relaxing, so yeah. Just, you know, it feels weird, doesn't it? It just feels like the whole world is different. Like, it just feels like the world is different. Like, things have just shifted. And I know this has been the reality for people in certain parts of the world for like 2 months already. But yeah, it just feels like this just feels, I don't know, like unprecedented, and it's like, it's confusing, and it's like, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do about this right now? Like, this is insane. And also, like, I kind of wish that I have not read Station 11 so many times. Is anyone else just thinking about Station 11 right now? Because that's me all the time. And it's just hard to not overreact, because really most people are going to survive this virus. It's just people that are, you know, you've already heard this. You all know. You know. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about it. So it's just like, it's just confusing, and it's tiring, and I'm there with you. But I am trying not to stress about it. I'm trying not to worry, because God is not surprised by this. God is not surprised by this at all. And I don't know. He's in control. He's in control, and I'm going to trust him. And it's going to be good. But yeah, if you are stressed and need to talk, you can talk to me. because I'm also stressed. And yeah, just sending lots of love to everyone right now. I don't know how much longer I will do this vlog. This vlog isn't very long at all anyways. It's mostly me just talking today. But yeah, so I hope that you're doing good. And I'll maybe do a few more clips like actually reading and stuff. So I won't end it here. Oh, Spotify apparently. It smells even more like skunk outside than it did last night. This is disgusting. Hey, quick update. What is today? Tuesday. I'm on my lunch. So my library closed yesterday and I had some books that came in, and they came in over the weekend, I think, and I didn't go pick them up. I thought about it on my way home yesterday from the grocery store, but then I would have had to take a different route, and I didn't want to like backtrack, so I didn't go. And then they decided to close, and then so I was like, ah, frick, now my books are stuck there. But they called me today, and they said that they're like, by appointment, they're letting people come pick up their holds. So I went to the library on my way home for lunch, and I like rang the buzzer, and then they came and brought my books to the door, and like the lady was like, she was like not touching anything with her hands, and I was like, this is great. But yeah, and then I felt bad because when I was getting into my car, a mom with like her 4 kids pulled up, and they went to the door and they couldn't go in. I'm assuming they were there for a stay because I don't know why she would have taken all of her kids out of the car just to pick up some books. So I'm assuming that they thought the library was open. And then there was a little old lady. Also, I hope she was just bringing a book back. I felt so bad for her. Like, I hope you have things to read at home. But yeah, so now I'm home. I'm gonna eat some lunch. I basically need to go back in 10 minutes. I'm such a farter arounder when I come home for lunch. But I'm gonna read some of Anderson's fairy tales, see if I can finish reading The Snow Queen. Did not want to have lunch at work again today because my coworker she just doesn't stop talking. She usually brings her lunch to work. I usually come home, but I want to get better about taking my lunch to work so that I'm not like doing all that extra driving. Be a little more eco-friendly, you know, and then also like bringing my lunch, being more intentional about that. But anyways, my coworker takes her lunch the same time as me, and she just doesn't stop talking. And like yesterday, she was just talking to herself, and like she was playing a game, and I knew everything that was happening in her game because she was narrating it, and it was like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? So she drives me nuts. Just be quiet. I'm reading, okay? Leave me alone. Like, relatable, I'm sure you all can relate to that. So now I'm going to try to read at home, try to read some of my book, and eat some lunch. Hello. I got new glasses. Callie, we're glasses twins now. Isn't it awesome? I made blueberry muffins, and I just ate one. So my teeth might look a little bit blue, but they're pretty good. I tried the Bon Appetit Best Blueberry Muffins. I baked them a little bit too long. I need to bake them shorter than what the recipe said. So the last pan turned out good. They're still edible. They still taste good. They're just a little bit crispy, which is not what I like in a muffin. Yeah. So when was the last time I updated you? When I got home from work? Maybe? No? I can't remember now. I went on Instagram stories and talked about an unread book for the Unread Shelf project. The March challenge is to, March challenge is to talk about a different unread book for 7 days. Just to like kind of just talk about the books on your shelves that you haven't read yet, but you get to talk about them. Make it a little bit fun. So I talked about a book on an Instagram stories, and I think that's all I've done since I got home from work. So I got home from work. And I, what did we do? We watched a Bon Appetit video while we ate supper, And then Chris went to work on one of his illustration jobs, and I made a blueberry muffins, and I talked on the phone with my mom for a while. I haven't seen her since last week, so I was like, oh, I'll just check in with her, see how she's doing. She's doing good, in case you were wondering. And yeah, that's basically my evening, is making muffins and washing the dishes. Oh, I started listening to The Girl Who Drank the Moon while I was baking and washing dishes. And so far, loving it. I'm only like 20% in, but definitely seeing where this could go. Like, already I love the writing. I'm like, I think I get why everyone loves this so much. So I am looking forward to seeing what tomorrow has for me in regards to listening. I'll show you the books I picked up at the library too. I think I mentioned that. Yeah. I picked up The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Last book in the trilogy Folk of the Air. I'm planning on reading this for Owls. Owls is next month also, guys. Like, what a time for it to be the Owls, am I right? I remember that on yesterday, and I was like, no, Friday, whatever. And I was like, yes, it's Owls time. So that's something to look forward to. So this will be one of the prompts. I like to try to go for all 12 prompts, which is silly. But anyway, so I'm going to read that for the Transfiguration because I believe they shapeshift. I'm taking that a bit loosely. Yeah, and then I also got volume 1 and volume 2 of Orange by something Takano, Ichigo Takano. I've heard a lot of good things about this manga series, so I requested this from the library, like, you guys need to get this, and they did. My library is really good about getting books that patrons request, so that's always good. So like almost every book that I've requested they get, so that's good. Anyways, so I got the complete orange. This is a whole orange, you guys. So not sure when I'm gonna read that, honestly. I'm not quite. Oh, hello. There's a bum. Sorry. Sorry, that was a bum. I don't quite remember what it's about. I think it has something to do with time travel. And I think the main character gets a letter from herself in the future. Yeah. And really, I'm not quite sure what happens after that. But looking forward to reading that. I haven't read a good manga in a while. And Chris and I have been super into anime lately. He's been watching lots of anime. And then we were watching one together. It's called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. And it's so funny. We love it. So, rude. So, it's on Netflix. So, if you want to check it out, it's so funny and so stupid. And, like, the main character, he says good grief all the time. Like, in Japanese. And so, I've started saying it, and Chris is so embarrassed. Because he's like, that's cultural appropriation. I'm like, it's not a cultural appropriation. I just learned one word in Japanese. Anyways. So, because he says it so often that, like, I know that word now. Okay, but yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. I was going to go to bed early. Now I've been jammering on for 6 minutes already. So I'm going to go to bed, read a little bit of Anne of the Island, and hopefully fall asleep very quickly because I'm tired. Although today has been a much better day than yesterday. I feel a lot better emotionally and mentally. I'm feeling a lot better about the world. Already hearing stories of like China doesn't have any more COVID-19 hospitals because there's not enough people to treat in them, which is amazing. Also, the canals in Venice have clear water. Like, hello, can we just like keep this going. This is apparently good for the earth. I think this would be a good time to read the 5th season. I just kind of feel like that. I haven't read it yet, but it's been on my list. Anyways, yeah, gonna go to bed, and I think I'll end the vlog here. Start a new vlog tomorrow, because Wednesday is a good day as any to start a new vlog, right? So Storm and I say goodnight with my new specs. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And leave a comment down below. Let's just chat. I like talking. Apparently I'm in a talky mood after talking to my mom for almost an hour or so. But yeah, have a good day, night, whenever it is that you watch this, and I hope that you're good. So bye.